Hey, it's right around here. We're back, feel me? I told you I was gonna say consistent and I did. So we're not really gonna talk about much. So let's just get into this video. So I'm gonna give you the heads up immediately. A lot of Naruto early childhood in this series do not matter. So I'm going to speed through it very quickly. Another thing is ghouls in this universe, when they eat a person, they gain a little bit of their chakra. And if they eat enough of a person, or a certain type of person, I should more say, is they gain that type of person's ability. So if let's say they eat like 20 Uchiha in a very short period of time, yes, they will get their Sharingan. Well, yeah, they would get the Sharingan. Let's see, if they ate 20 Rinnegan users, yes, they would get the Rinnegan. Or they should have devoured the eyeball while it was not really activated, but like if they devoured the eyeball mid chakra being transmitted to it, then yeah, they would also gain a part of the ability. They could use it for short periods of time. But other than that, let's get like right into the series, huh? So, like I said before, Naruto early childhood do not matter. Like that's they're gonna speed through it. Ghouls are not really allowed to go to the academy, but of course Naruto does at his regular time. But everything goes the same while he's in the academy, though he does learn ghoul martial arts and effectively how to use a Kagune he doesn't have yet. Since Kagunes are also like the Sharingan, you need a very emotional impact, or even just something to stir it up. If you watch the Tokyo Ghoul anime, like Hanami parents being used to almost try and kill her, and how her Kagune got awakened is basically how much it would go around for every person, and ghouls go through a lot already in life, so of course, they get their Kagune. But ghoul in this universe, their children, they don't get it often because they don't have to hunt. They do have to not really eat human people. It's not really like they need to. They prefer to because of the chakra increase that they get. So a lot of the times they go out hunting, and they're restricted from being in certain parts of the village. Very segregation type thing because of how dangerous they are. So other than that, the list just keeps moving through. They go to Zabuza, everything goes about the same until the bridge moment where Naruto kind of just speed blitzes, because originally they have the whole entire plan, and it doesn't really rely on Naruto's speed. So when they get to a bridge and Haku does that whole entire mirror thing, not expecting anyone to break through to it, Naruto does very easily at that. He just kind of like speed blitzes Haku while she's going phasing through, and slams him down to the ground and eats him in front of Sasuke, by the way, which kind of awakens his Sharingan, just being so disgusted and weirded out at the fact Naruto is eating somebody in front of him. So he gets a Sharingan, Naruto gets a little bit more chakra, and everybody works out, but Zabuza also kills Sakura while trying to intimidate Kakashi. Now once Naruto get out of the ice mirrors, he sees Sakura's body, and he does still kind of have a crush on her even in this timeline. So he is overwhelmed with grief and rage, and he unlocks a Kagune, which is one of the Kagunes that's like wraps around your arm and forms into a blade. And he uses his chakra training, which he really didn't. He really doesn't use chakra all that much because of just the ghoul's superior physical abilities to the regular, everyday humans of this world, since they are able to pretty much go as fast as regular people would with chakra, just without none, like just basically the regular speed. And this time, Naruto. So like right, I was saying with the Naruto and Zabuza, like Naruto's pretty much speed, also speed bases Zabuza because he wasn't expecting it, slashes him in the stomach. Zabuza now kind of gets the drift, so he's blocking Naruto pretty easily, but he's also bleeding out, which is making him become weaker and weaker as time goes on. So, yeah. Which as time goes on, Zabuza becomes weaker and weaker, and Naruto eventually pretty much beheads him. So skipping forward, after this, the village kind of just uses Team 7 because they do stay together even though they don't have that extra team member, because Naruto is seen as like two people in one, just because of his lineage and how strong he's already proven to be. So they keep Team 7 together, but they give them special requests. They're more on A ranked, S ranked missions. Because, Sasuke having the Sharingan, which it does take like a year off after Sakura is killed and it's linked to her family. And they just train, but when they come back after a year, for the rest of the time in that village, they pretty much do S rank missions a lot. And it's just a lot of killing, a lot of bloodshed. So it's at this point, the world is very the power of the world is very tilted. It's more in tune for the Leaf Village, since they have Uchiha. Now they don't have one Uchiha, but they had the Uchiha, they had the Ghouls, they had the Hyuga. They had a lot of powerful family lines in there. And plus, they had the Nine Tails. So it's very heavily in the favor of, of the village and the Leaf. And people are constantly trying to come in and steal the Nine Tails, which I never actually realized. I never explained. The Nine Tails, it still exists. Naruto is 100% ghoul, so of course he's not the Nine Tails. Jesus, Minato, and Kushina still exist, and they had their own separate son. Which, if you watch the Naruto movie, Universe 6 Naruto, as people love to call him, he exists in this timeline, and he's the actual user of the Nine Tails. He goes through his own separate struggles of life, very similar to in canon Naruto, but he goes through his own separate struggles of life, and people not really liking him because of the fact he has the Nine Tails. Even though the ghouls kind of accept him open arms, so he spends a lot of his time there. Naruto really knows him really, really, really well because of the fact that he spent a lot of his time there, a place where he was accepted. So eventually Naruto and Universe 6 Naruto, which I actually have to know his name by next part, but Naruto and Universe 6 Naruto, just chill. They are very, very close friends. But Naruto is kind of getting unhappy with the village and the Leaves, very similar to how the Uchiha were, because of the segregation that they see a lot. And Naruto actually goes to like not the main branch of the Hyuga family, but the side branches. And he gets where pretty much Neji is. It's like Neji's branch is also very unhappy with not the village and these, but more specifically the Hyuga. And Naruto's like, well, you see, it's all because of vision hidden in the leaves. Like priest, like setting the example. And at this point, there's a ton of people not very happy with the village and the leaves. So a large majority, including what's his face, Danzo, he actually hears about it. He threatens to tell the Hokage if he's not allowed to leave, basically start his own village along with Naruto and Kakashi and a lot of people. So the foundation is also leaving, including Sai. So a large force of the village and it leaves just up and leaves all night. And what's his face? I don't know, Lord Third with Hiruzen. Hiruzen is still Hokage even in this timeline, but he's kind of phased out a little bit. And Tsunade actually came back to the village on guard along with Jiraiya, because he just went out and searched for her, because he knew what was going to happen eventually. Hiruzen had to retire, and they were going to want Jiraiya to become the next in line. So rather, he just took Tsunade ahead of time to become Hokage. But eventually this does happen. They use the shift of position of Hokage to basically mass leave the village, leaving basically a lot of blame on Tsunade for no reason. But a large portion of their entire power is just gone. So a lot of other villages, such as the Cloud, comes in, and they basically are trying to form an alliance, because they already don't like the fact that the ghouls left, and the Hidden League basically spread the word that, hey, another great ghoul war, which is what it's called when the ghouls tried to make their own village before. Another great ghoul war could be at stake, with Naruto and Danzo leading it, along with Kakashi and Sasuke, which are all very known names at this time. And so there's like, okay, well, a large force just basically organizes, but Naruto does spread out the word himself too. So it's like the cloud, the stone are on the village and the lee side, while the mist, like just the mist, is basically with him, and some smaller villages are with him. And the ghouls at this point kind of enjoy the freedom, so they start having children a lot. So Naruto basically started a whole separate village. But no, I'm gonna continue it next time on Rising Random. If you want to see this video series continue, hit the like button. I'm not gonna give you any type of things. I just like to see the reception of it. So hit the like button. But other than that, I will see you guys probably 2 days, 3 days from now. I hope you guys enjoy my videos as always. And it is Rising Random logging off.